What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and today we're going to be talking about the Madden official rookie ratings that have been released today. We didn't get all of them. As a Philadelphia Eagle fan, we don't know Dallas Goedert's rating yet, which is a little upsetting, but we did get the top 5 overall rookies, top 5 QBs, top 5 running backs, top 5 wide receivers, and top 5 defensemen. And you know me, as someone that has really well-received community rosters we've done every single year, someone that covers the draft and talks about rookies as much as I do. I know some of you guys might be interested in my opinion here on the rookies. Now, this is my second time recording it because I got a little vulgar in the first time, and I realized at the end of the day, ratings are an interesting thing to talk about, but they're not something to get hot over or anything like that because you can just modify them. And hey, I'm already telling you right now, I'm probably going to have my own custom rosters day one that you guys can use on Xbox and PC. So, jumping right into it, the top 5 rookie ratings. So we know the EA Play ratings were bad. We know the ratings that were released before EA Play that a bunch of game changers and stuff we're making content on weren't real. It was clickbait. So these are the actual ones. So kudos to Madden for actually keeping the ratings under lock this year and building this excitement. It's a marketing tool, and I'm excited to see these ones. So let's break into it, starting with the top 5 overall rookies. At number 1 is going to be Quentin Nelson, the guard from the Indianapolis Colts, with an 83 overall. Now, we know based on years past, 83 is what like the upper echelon freak athletes, top players in the draft get. I thought it was going to be Saquon Barkley getting this, but you can't be mad with Quentin Nelson getting it because I think much like Saquon Barkley, Quentin Nelson was the safest player in this year's draft class. So the 83 overall comes with 97 strength, 85 run block, 82 pass block. Didn't show the impact blocking. I can't remember if impact blocking still a stat because I know they added a bunch of run blocking stats like footwork and finesse and stuff like that for offensive linemen. But if there is impact blocking, I pretty much assume Quentin Nelson will have 90 plus. But in mid 83, you can't really argue with it. Maybe you could say from a marketing standpoint, giving Saquon Barkley the highest rating would be the easier thing to do. But kudos to the ratings guys for sticking with Quentin Nelson as a top offensive lineman. Takes and player and rookie takes balls. Moving to number 2, it is Saquon Barkley with an 82 overall. He comes with 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 83 trucking, 83 stiff arm, 86 spin move, and 91 juke. Yeah, I agree with those stats. But what I don't agree was that this little tidbit at the end. He is a pure rusher with his less than stellar route running scores. What? I mean, he's no David Johnson or Le'Veon Bell, but Saquon Barkley, I would probably put him in the same receiving category as like a Todd Gurley. He's a guy that caught the ball plenty of times with the backfield for Penn State. He's a guy that has decent hands. He's a guy that can make guys miss. So them basically classifying him as a between the tackles runner and not a complete running back, I disagree with massively. But hey, it is what it is. Going to number 3, Baker Mayfield, quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, 81 overall. Now, does Baker Mayfield talent-wise get an 81? Probably shouldn't, but the fact that he's the first quarterback taken and he has a lot of upside, plus I am a big fan, I can't be too upset with the 81, even though I'd probably give him a 79. But he does come with 81 speed, 95 throw power, 88 throw on the run, and then all accuracy scores in the 80s. So short accuracy, medium, and deep accuracy, all in the 80s. Which, yeah, I mean, you can't really argue with that. Baker Mayfield was probably the most pro-ready quarterback in this year's draft class. And while the 81's a little high, I'm not going to complain because I'm a fan of Baker Mayfield. And, when every YouTuber and their dog does a Cleveland Browns rebuild, it's going to be interesting to see how Baker Mayfield develops in each one of those videos. Going to number 4, we have Roquan Smith of the Chicago Bears getting an 81 overall. And I love seeing that. He was my favorite linebacker, probably my favorite defenseman in the NFL draft this year. He comes with 88 tackling, 87 hit power, 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 88 agility, 89 pursuit, and 80 zone. He is pretty much a regen, or we'll call him Patrick Willis 2.0. He is built like Patrick Willis, and unless something drastically doesn't go well with his pro career, he's going to develop into the next Patrick Willis. So Bears fans, from a Madden standpoint, your team's going to be very fun to play with. I look forward to the Bears rebuild. And then rounding out the top 5, we have Bradley Chubb, defensive end from the Denver Broncos, with an 80 overall. I think that's fair. I mean, there may be a couple other guys in the 80s. I know for sure there's one more from the last thing we'll talk about. But Bradley Chubb getting 80 is a good spot for him. He starts with 83 speed, 91 strength, 85 finesse move. I am a guy, it doesn't really matter as much anymore, but historically in Madden, me personally, I've always been a finesse move guy over a power move guy. So that'll be nice to use with Bradley Chubb, but I think an 80 is pretty good. We don't know any of these guys' dev traits yet, but I would assume all these guys mentioned so far in the top 5 rookies will have generous dev traits, and all these guys are well on their way to becoming staples of your franchise mode. So moving on to the quarterbacks, we already know about Baker Mayfield. right? They kind of broke it and said he had 87 throw under pressure, which again, a lot of these players have different ratings this season, which I think is pretty nice to have. So Baker Mayfield being number 1 with 81. Number 2, however, not Josh Rosen, not Sam Darnold, not Josh Allen. Well, wasn't gonna be Josh. It's Lamar Jackson. They gave Lamar Jackson a 79 overall. 91 speed, 93 ball carrier vision, 86 spin, 89 juke, 94 throw power, 83 short accuracy, 80 mid, 74 deep. Now, one hand, I am a massive, massive Lamar Jackson fan. I have been for multiple years. You follow me on Twitter during the college football season. I was pretty much telling everyone, go watch this Louisville game. It's going to be exciting. I am a huge fan of Lamar Jackson. 79 is way too high. It's a marketing ploy. They wanted to be the next Michael Vick. They want this guy to draw in people to come play the game, and I can't hate them for that. 79. I just don't know how you can justify 79 for Lamar Jackson. But hey, if that's going to be his rating, fine by me. I, like many of you, want to play with him really badly, and if he's going to be overpowered, it's just going to be fun. And realistically, if I want to, I could probably make him a more appropriate. I think 76 probably as high as Lamar Jackson should have been. Maybe give him a generous dev boost. But 79, if they give him like a superstar or something like that, my God, have fun. I'm simming those games against the Ravens. So definitely probably going to be the hottest rating we're going to talk about in this video. I want to hear you guys' feedback on Lamar being a 79. The number 3 quarterback is Josh Rosen with a 78. I think that's pretty fair. He has 89 short accuracy, 85 mid, which are the best in the rookie class. So, from a pocket passer standpoint, Parham Crow's going to be excited using Josh Rosen for his Cardinals franchise. It's fair. At number 4, Sam Darnold's coming in with a 75, which I think is a little low. And I'm someone that isn't as high on Sam Darnold as others. I think he's a lot more of a project quarterback than people are saying. But 75 was definitely surprising. They gave him 90 throw power, 86 short, 82 mid, and 73 deep, which I think is a good rating because Sam Darnold did have a lot of turnovers at USC last season. But they did give him 85 throw on the run, which is a little bit weird. He's not really a guy that throws on the pocket a whole, at least not known for that. Like an 85 rating would mean you're known for doing that. But 75 is a good starting point for Darnold. Probably will have a generous dev trait. And then for rounding up the quarterbacks, Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills with a 74. But they gave him the perfect 99 throw power. So, most throw power in the game. I think they said Matt Stafford has 98. You would assume Flacco, maybe Carson Wentz are up there with 96s, 97s, stuff like that. But 99, the perfect 99, went to Josh Allen. I think that, that's a good spot to give him. And basically now, when you do a Bills rebuild or any rebuild or any franchise that features Josh Allen, it's going to be your goal to try to make him not Jamarcus Russell 2.0. So those are the quarterbacks, and really outside of Lamar Jackson, probably not a lot of debate up there. Looking at the top 5 running backs. So we knew Saquon Barkley got the 82. At number 2 is Derrius Guice with a 78. Now, even though Guice slipped in the draft, he's still probably the second best running back. I still had him as my second best running back. He comes with 89 speed, 93 agility, 85 stiff and juke, 91 carrying. However, they gave him 91 trucking. And while his play style indicates that he likes to truck guys over, he shouldn't have 91 trucking in the NFL. You're not going to be able to get away with some of the plays that he did in college. And giving him 91 trucking at a guy that's like 200 and he's small. He's like a little ball of energy. But 91 truck, he's probably going to truck over guys that in real life it's just not going to happen. So I can't really get behind that. But Guice with a 78 overall is pretty fair. At number 3, Ronald Jones of the Bucs with a 77. They gave him 93 speed, which is fair. Even though he pulled up at the combine, everyone pretty much knew he was the fastest running back in this year's draft class. You got 89 juke, which was pretty good. So he's going to be your speed back. At number 4, they have Sony Michel. Patriots with a 77. They gave him 90 speed, 93 agility, 88 juke. Probably has some decent catching stats as well. I didn't really make note of that, but he's going to be probably the favorable back out of the Patriots team. And at number 5, we have Nick Chubb of the Browns with a 76. They gave him 88 speed, which I think, if you have your rating scale based off of combine performance, probably should have been a little bit higher. He really did impress a lot of people with his speed. They got 85 strength, 87 trucking, 83 agility. He's going to be your power back. Interesting to see, no Rashad Penny. He was like first round running back over Ronald Jones and Nick Chubb. So there's a thing. If you're a Seahawks fan, you could be a little salty about that. But all in all, I agree with all of the running back ratings outside of Saquon Barkley not being able to catch and Derrius Guice being viewed as a pure power back. Moving on to the wide receivers. So we do not know any of them so far. None of them cracked the top 5 rookies. So at number 1, we have a tie. DJ Moore of the Carolina Panthers got a 77. He comes with 90 juke, 83 short catching, 80 mid catching, 82 deep catching, 87 spectacular catch, and 84 in general. I like that. Later on in the process, DJ Moore became my favorite wide receiver in this year's draft class. I like to see him getting recognized as such, and the Panthers definitely need more playmakers. Tied for number 1 is obviously going to be Calvin Ridley of the Atlanta Falcons with a 77 as well. They give him 93 speed, which I think might be a tad too high, but you can't really complain. 90 acceleration, 85 agility, 91 juke. They gave him 81 catching, and 78 catch in traffic, which, you know, they pretty much just made him a pure deep threat, which is probably what he's going to be in Atlanta, aside Julio Jones. Now here, next to Lamar Jackson, is my biggest gripe with these ratings. At number 3, they gave Dante Pettis of the 49ers a 76 overall. They gave him 90 speed, 85 catching. You gave 85 catching for a guy that's still developing as a wide receiver and is much more a special teams threat as a rookie. Over Cortland Sutton, over Anthony Miller, over a couple other wide receivers, you gave Dante Pettis the 3rd highest wide receiver rating? No, absolutely not. That's a bad rating. I can't really lambast them for too many of these ratings. That is a bad rating. Number 4 wide receiver, Cortland Sutton of the Denver Broncos, 75 overall. They gave him 89 speed, 89 spectacular catch, 86 catch in traffic. So if you played with, say, Mike Williams last year on the Chargers, that's pretty much what you're getting with Cortland Sutton. And at number 5, they have Anthony Miller of the Chicago Bears with an 84 overall. They gave him 82 short route running, 80 mid route running, 80 catching. Did you watch him play at Memphis? He's really good. He should have better stats than that. But 74 is where his base should be, absolutely. But I think his catching stats should be a little bit more improved. But that's the wide receivers, and outside of Dante Pettis, you know, I can't really argue with many of those. And then finishing up with the top 5 defensive rookies. So we know about Roquan Smith with an 81. We know about Bradley Chubb with an 80. So moving on. We got Derwin James at number 3, the safety of the Chargers, with an 80 as well. He's coming with 90 hit power, 90 speed, 81 man coverage. Now, the thing that makes Derwin James interesting is nickel formations, playing him at linebacker, moving him to linebacker. He's going to be probably the linebacker this year that can make that, you know, that whole move a safety to linebacker role or move a linebacker to safety role. I think Derwin James is going to be that interchangeable piece on your defense. He's going to be very fun to use. At number 4, we have Denzel Ward of the Cleveland Browns with an 80 overall as well. 95 speed, 95 agility, 92 jumping. He's pretty much going to be the most overpowered rookie corner in this year's draft class, and rightfully so. And then at number 5, we have Vita Vea, the defensive tackle from the Bucs with a 79. The Bucs got some good rookies. Vea, 97 strength, and that's pretty much only the stats we know, but he's going to be a guy built like a nose tackle, can play in a 4-3. He's going to be scheme flexible, and rightfully so. So there you go, guys. Those are all the ratings, and really outside of Dante Pettis being the 3rd best wide receiver and Lamar Jackson getting a 79, I don't think there's too much room to argue. Let me know what you guys think about the rookie ratings in the comment section below. As always, if you're first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Madden 19 season is going to be bumping here on the channel. I hope you guys stick along for the ride. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.